Table. Did you hear me? I said, come on in and gather around the table. Yeah, how y'all feel this morning? I know. I'm trying to play some music, and at the same time, it won't even allow me to do so. And so maybe I gotta disconnect from that and then go into this one. So what look? One thing about me, I ain't even gonna let it stop me. You feel me? I'm gonna keep on thriving. I'm gonna keep on, you know what I'm saying, moving towards excellence. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna I'm gonna do it like how I have to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do it like how I have to do it. How y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. Yeah, I know it's a Friday. Y'all not used to seeing me on Fridays. How y'all? I know y'all ain't really used to seeing me on a Friday, but at the same time, I'm here this morning. For whatever reason, I couldn't even get on my other phone, and so people like they want to lock you out your own stuff. Yeah, that's what it look like. But anyway, how y'all feel this morning? Come on in and gather around the table. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., the thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. I'm your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. And so I've came this morning, I saw and I've conquered anything that will hinder, stagnate, and or prevent me from being here. And so, of course, y'all know I'm victorious. You might as well call yourself victory. You might as well say that you're triumphant. After you done been through all the things that you've been through, man, you done been through all the things that you have gone through, and you still here as a 57-year-old man, yeah, we can call ourselves victory. I'm drinking some hot tea this morning. Y'all know I'll always be a Florida boy, no matter what it say, no matter what it may look like. I'll always be from Florida. But y'all also know that there's a difference between a Florida boy and a Miami boy. So of course y'all know I'm straight Miami, born and raised out the county of Dade, 305 MIA, in my trick voice. But it's all good in the neighborhood. What they do, YouTube, what's good with you? Hey, Facebook family and friends, what's good with y'all? How y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. It's all well and good over here. It's a beautiful space to be. Of course, y'all know I'm here 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I've been called, I've been challenged, I've been changed by this assignment. And I just come in 4 days a week just to speak into the mind of the people. That's the only reason why I'm here. Anybody that really truly know me know I wouldn't even be here. I'm not even clout chasing, you know what I'm saying? I don't chase the limelight. For whatever reason, I've been catapulted into the limelight. Sometimes I feel like, what are you doing, sir? And then I have to check myself and say, hey, soldier, listen, you on your assignment. This is what the creator of all things has told you to do. And that day you came out your room, going into the kitchen, and the creator said, he said, listen, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. And so now y'all know I'm here on my little assignment, stand on my dean. I ain't standing on no Shirley Temple. I'm standing on my dean on this one. I ain't got no other choice. I can't even waver. I know that today is Friday. We have several days, y'all. I know you might have felt as though you took some L's throughout this year, but you might still have to say, just psychologically, metaphorically, that at the same time, this year has offered you some L's, but you still have more W's in your win column than you do L's in your loss column. You're going to have to say that for yourself. But I'm here this morning. I ain't going nowhere. I wave my hands in the air like I just don't care. Because I really don't. I really don't care enough to care. I really don't. But at the same time, when it comes down to me standing here and in this sacred desk and allowing y'all to hear my spirit as I pour, something deep came over my mind. I guess it was yesterday or today. It could have been this morning. And at the same time, when I walked over that sink, y'all know what's the first thing we go do in the morning? We go use the bathroom, and then we start brushing our teeth and washing our face and doing things in the mirror. And when I look in the mirror, I look in the mirror at the sink, but I was looking in the mirror as I looked at the sink, right? And I got a deep revelation, y'all. Ooh-wee. I say I got a deep revelation. As I look in the mirror, reflecting back at the sink, I got a revelation. Y'all know sometimes in this thing called life, the creator of all things will drop something in your spirit. And under normal conditions, when he drops something in your spirit, sometimes it's for you. But as I've been called into become an orator or a speaker or a person in the way of words, y'all know I'm a sapiosexual, right? I'm a sapiophile. I love words. I'm stimulated by words. Now maybe I could thank grandma them, you know? Maybe I should have the ability to thank grandma them that made me, as a punishment, go read that encyclopedia, boy. You heard I said, boy, you don't pick that encyclopedia. It was like A's and B's. They had their own. C and D's probably had their own. E and F's had their own little thing. But at the same time, as a punishment, my great grandmother used to say, go get the encyclopedia. And so that's what caused me right now to be in a position right now that would cause me to you know what I'm saying, read the encyclopedia. And so that's what I used to do. And so at the same time, maybe it increased my love for words. Maybe I became a sapio through the word, a sapiophile through the words I remember reading in the encyclopedia that my great grandmother them used to say, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, as a punishment, go get the encyclopedia. Ooh-wee. And so at the same time, maybe that's why I love words. I don't know. But words are triggers for me. I watch them. I listen to them extremely well. I look at how they're placed coming out of somebody's mouth, how they place their words when they're talking to you. How they place their words is symbolic of what I like to look for. And so as I look in the mirror, right? As I look in the mirror this morning, and the mirror is reflecting back at the sink, came in my spirit. Y'all know I eventually share. Sometimes I try to drag this hour, let y'all be on the hook for it for a second until I feel like I want to release it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here to tell every individual on the sound of my voice, right? First and foremost, I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist. I'm here for no other reason than to provoke thought as we embark upon the new year, as we embark upon these last 5 days that we've made it, y'all. So far, we've made it. I know the saddest part is that some people will lose their lives before these next 5 days even come about. Before January 1st, somebody that was made it here this morning will still be done lost their life. And so at the same time, my prayer and my spoken word this morning is for covering over every individual and the sound of my voice. But as I cover, I gotta share what I saw in the mirror. I keep telling y'all, sometimes we gotta look at what's reflecting back at us in the mirror. This morning, it wasn't me. This morning, it was the sink area that the creator of all things wanted me to share this with y'all. And so at the same time, I looked at the mirror, but I was looking down in the sink as I looked at the mirror. And what the mirror told me or shared with me was, he said, I need you not only to become or to believe or to inspire or to be, or to create the narrative, but I need you to tell the people, along with yourself, sir, that we will have to become fountains instead of drains. I gotta break that one down. He said, didn't you just see a fountain? He said, when you looked in that mirror, you saw a fountain, because my sink has an arching, like the faucet is a big arch. It's a big arch. And so he said, through this new year that's coming up, I need you to become more of a fountain than I would ever need you to become a drain. DRAIN. And so that was revelation to me, y'all. He said, I want you to become a fountain instead of a drain. And so I don't know if I've ever been a drain, but at the same time, I know I don't want to become one. I don't want to be a drain in nobody's life. I don't want to drain them of nothing, their resources, their love, their attention. I don't want to drain them of nothing. So all I desire to do right now this morning is pour. I desire to pour and become a fountain in the mind of the people. Since I've been called to this and I've been chosen for this, and I went through all the things, and maybe I had to go through 30 years. You heard what I said. I ain't scared of you. Maybe I had to go through 30 years. Y'all know I close my eyes and speak into the mind of the people. I promise you I will. I say I'll close my eyes and speak into the mind of the people, like I've been called to do. And so at the same time, I said, maybe I had to live 30 years just to have a 30-minute conversation with somebody that will be, saying, wanna kill themselves, possibly even, hurt somebody else. Homicide, suicide. Maybe I had to live these 30 years of life's curriculum in order for me to have the power, the willpower, the knowledge, the wisdom, the articulation, the spontaneity, whatever it is that the creator of all things need me to become, I'll become that for that person. I'll speak into their mind and pull them back off the ledge of life. Because a lot of people are standing on the ledge of life with all the all of the traumas and the triggers that they've experienced through this thing called life's curriculum. And so at the same time this morning, I came. I saw and I've conquered anything that will stagnate, hinder, and or prevent me from becoming or creating or speaking into your mind. I chop it off at the helm. And I still came and showed up, even in the midst of me knowing it's only 5 days left. Maybe I got to get on a countdown with y'all. Maybe the reason why I had to go through all the things I went through in this thing called life was because he was calling me or preparing me for this moment. Maybe that's the reason why I had to do all the things I did. Maybe I had to go through all the downfalls and the setbacks, but you know that a setback is really an opportunity for a comeback. And so I've endured pain as well as power. But you know that it takes pain in order to have the ability to harness the power. You must go through pain. Pain is a prerequisite for power. And y'all know, anybody that really truly know me know I done been through some pain. I done had a motorcycle accident, broke my right hip, my left ankle, got me walking with a limp out here in these streets. But it's all good in the neighborhood, y'all. I believe that limp was an encounter. The limp that I have, I believe, was an encounter. It's the same thing that happened to Jacob when the creator of all things came down in the form of an angel. And he wrestled with Jacob in the wilderness. And at the same time, it was about to come up light. And the sun was about to come up, and he said, I ain't gonna let you go till you bless me. And the blessing was the fact that Jacob lived X amount of years longer than he would have lived had he not had the encounter. And so at the same time this morning, I'm here, walking with a limp. But I even got a chapter in my book called Leading with a Limp. I lead the earth with a limp. Anybody that know me know I walk with a limp. And at the same time, I'll lead this world. I'll lead this world system. I'll lead this, I'm gonna do my pen like that now. And look, and y'all know I can do it any way I want to do it on this thing. Who can stop me from doing it the way I want to do it? You're the only fingerprint in the earth, ma'am, that can do it your way. And if he's called you into an assignment, do it the way you want to do it. You ain't got no restrictions. You don't have no borders, no boundaries, or no limitations about how you can do it, because you're the only fingerprint in the earth that can do it your way. Did you hear me? You are extraordinarily different than anybody else. There's no fingerprint has came in this earth from the 1500s, 16, 17. That's a miracle right there. That you mean to tell me you don't have not one fingerprint that has came through this earth that was exactly like yours? And so, of course, you know you can do it your way. So I'll do it the way I want to do it. How about that? There's no reason not to. Ooh-wee. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought provoker. And I'm here for no other reason. I ain't here for no fleshy moves. It's enough flesh out here on these sites. I'm here for your spirit. And I'm here to speak into the mind of the people through your spirit. You'll know when it resonates within your mind and your body and your spirit. You'll know that it came where it came from. Because I'm here to tell every individual on the sound of my voice, become a fountain. Did you hear me? Create fountain type pours out your life and pour. I didn't even have this to say this morning, y'all. I promise you, all this just dropped fresh into my spirit this morning when I looked in the mirror to brush my teeth. I looked in the mirror, and the mirror was reflecting back that big faucet. And then I also seen the drain. Both are relevant because you can't have something that's continually pouring without something that's going to drain through. But if you're going to become one or the other in this new year, sir, if you're going to become one or the other in this new year, ma'am, I'm telling you, I prefer that you become a fountain and continuously pour out your spirit. Ooh-wee. It don't even matter at this moment. As long as y'all can hear my voice and understand what I'm saying, then I'm all good. I'm victorious in that understanding. That's all I want you to do is understand it. We got 5 days left. 5 is the number of grace. And so at the same time, when we was 10 days out, we had double grace. Now we got 5 days before the new year. And so we can change it, y'all. I keep telling y'all you could have had 360 days of turmoil, of trying, and of trying, people trying, or tribulations. But within these last 5 days, it can all turn around. All you need is one scratch off. You could get a scratch off. That's all you need is one scratch off, man. That's it. One scratch off for the 100,000 will change your life right now. And so you still got 5 days for victory. And so I came this morning as I looked in the mirror and reflected back. I'm here to tell you I need you for this new up and coming year to become a fountain of wealth, a fountain of understanding, a fountain of ability, a fountain of agility, a fountain to continue to pour out your life's understanding in the atmosphere where everybody can hear it, believe it, achieve it, receive it. You know what I'm saying? And so I came this morning. I just came to tell you to become a fountain. Make sure you're not a drain in the earth. You ain't draining nobody's pockets. You ain't draining nobody integrity. You making sure you're not draining their morals and their values and trying to drain them of all of their resources. And if you're going to become anything out those two things, make sure you are a fountain. You are a faucet that you pour into the lives, into the mind of the other people that you come into. Because you know whether or not you're in Walmart, whether you're in Target, whether you're in CVS, whether you're in any of the stores, if you run into a person and you have an interaction with that person, then that's a transaction that's happening within that interaction. Did you hear me? I said there's a transaction that's happening within the interaction that you have with every individual in the earth. We've met here in the metaverse. We came out of our mother's womb. We are here on assignment. You came here with a birthday that's like none other. Even if you had the same time that you were born with somebody else, you're still your individual. And so at the same time, you came, and now you here in the metaverse. We met here in the metaverse. And so we're here now, each of us on our own individual assignment. And so at the same time, I'm here to tell you wealthy risings. That's the new word for me in this up and coming year. Wealthy risings. I don't want to say good morning no more. Now that I know the little subliminal meaning behind good morning, I don't know if I want to say that anymore to the mind of the people. So maybe I'll say wealthy risings. Wealthy risings, y'all. Get on up and we have a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of wisdom, a wealth of understanding, a wealth of charisma. Be charismatic in the earth. A wealth of a wealth of being. Just be wealthy in your being. Wealthy in your essence of who you are. Just be wealthy. And since I got on my thought-provoking hat this morning, y'all know I'm a thought provoker. I'm also your health conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. And y'all know I'm the podcast professor. I got this lab jacket on this morning. Y'all heard me? I said, I got this lab jacket on this morning. Y'all hear me? I said, I got this lab jacket on this morning. This morning, I got the lab jacket on. So that means we're going to have to go deep into our understanding. We're going to have to dissect this old year that just passed. In these 360 days, the creator of all things has allowed us to make it to this point. And so we're 360 days into the new year. Right, that's getting ready to be exited. And so 2025 is 9. 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 5 is 9. So 2025 is symbolic of the number 9. We already did the study on 9, knowing that it's divine completion. And then we also know that the number 9 causes us to exit one era, but yet still enter into another. And so we know that 9 is a good number for us. And so at the same time, as we operate within the number 9, and as we vastly approach this new year, I'm just here to tell you have a ability to become either one of those two things. Make sure you are a fountain full of knowledge and wealth and understanding and comprehensions, that you can pour out your spirit into the mind of the people, because you are responsible for every individual you come in contact with. You got to say something to that person. And I think one of the most saddest things that I had to hear on yesterday was this lady shared with me that this young man that she was in the presence of actually standing behind the chair doing his hair. And she said he was somewhat downtrodden, but he was upbeat enough for her to just flow through the conversation with the young man that she was actually doing his hair. And at the same time, she finished the hair and did what she supposed to do. And at the same time, he walked out. At the same time, she said a few hours later, one of her friends came in and told her that the young man had said something to his parents downstairs and then walked upstairs, or his little brother, and walked upstairs and went into the bathroom and killed himself. And she was distraught. She said that destroyed her for several years. She was distraught about the fact that she wondered whether or not she said everything that needed to be said in order for him, to understand. And she felt kind of depressed based on the fact she didn't share everything because she just didn't know. And I sat back and I heard her story. In the back of my mind, I started thinking, I'm like, see, sometimes where people are at the moment by which you meet them. But you better make sure you're a faucet in this up and coming new year. You better make sure that you're always pouring into the mind of the people, so that if in fact something like that come through your pathway, you're not held to a certain degree responsible for that soul. She says she don't even know if she said everything that she should have or could have said. She felt bad about the fact that he came in and got his hair done for the last time right before he was going to kill himself. And so at the same time, it's serious out here. Y'all know I don't take psychology lightly. I got a bachelor's degree in psychology, true enough, from FIU. Came up here and worked on my master's degree and got that. I got a master's degree in ministry from Ohio Christian University. I have that. I'm a professor. I can be a professor on a collegiate level because of the credentials that I have as far as a master's degree. But I can tell you this, y'all. I might have all the degrees on the wall that says he's qualified to talk to the mind of the people. I wrote enough papers, 15-page papers every 3 days was due. I made it through that from 2015 to through 2017. I first got here in 2015, March. School started in August that same year. And I graduated 2017 with my master's degree. And so here it is. I'm telling you that you can have all these degrees and it means absolutely nothing. Because if you don't have the innate ability to see past your external, but to see from an internal perspective that you can see. Sometimes in this thing called life, ma'am, you might have to close your natural eyes. Did you hear me? I say sometimes in this thing called life, you might have to close your natural eyes in order to see out your spiritual eye, your third eye chakra. And so that's the eye that could have possibly been closed on the young lady. She was just sitting behind the young man, just talking, and don't even know if she said something substantial enough to prevent him from going through what he went through. So apparently she didn't. I want to be so full. Woo-wee. I want to be like a faucet. I want to be a fountain of words, of wealth, of health. I want to be so connected like it just happened to me recently, where this young man said he was trying to get to somewhere else. And the Uber driver dropped him off at the spot by which I once was. And at the same time, he walked in there and nobody could help the young man. It was a meaningful moment for me because he walked in. The first thing he said to me was, "I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I done put my best foot forward." And he was feeling this way at 37. He was 37 years old. I say, "Soldier, I'm 57. So I've lived this thing out called life 20 additional years past the point by which you first came into the metaverse. If you had all these things in the back of your mind that you was finna kill your son and then turn the gun on yourself and kill yourself, then you should have done that outside of my presence. But now that you are here, that's been wiped clean out your mind. Because now you here. The reason why that Uber driver didn't take you to the original spot, sir, because you had to come and see me. The reason why you got angry at the Uber driver and just jumped out the Uber and just slammed the door and paid the man and then walked in the shop and then looking all, ruffled. You walked all the way back to me was a reason for that. And so I poured. Did you hear me? I say I became a fountain. And I poured into the mind of that young man. I never seen him again. I don't know the results. But in my spirit, I know that I said enough. I said enough to alter his whole entire existence. Because when he left out the chair, I felt complete. I knew I had said everything that needed to be said and dropped down into his hearing, past his ear, down into his DNA, and gave him a fresh outlook on life. Because we have to become fountains. Did you hear me? I said you might as well become a fountain and start your pouring mechanism. Start pouring into the mind of the people. And so I'm here 5 days shy of the new year 2025. And hopefully I can pour into your spirit enough for you to change the trajectory of your life if you hear this message, if you hear this session. These are sessions 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I just sit on and open up my spirit and pour. And so at the same time, I'm here. I'm going to continue to do my. If y'all support me and log on to the podcast, I promise you I ain't gonna let you down. Over the Fridays and Saturdays I don't do, I don't speak. And Sundays I don't speak. But maybe these next 5 days I gotta speak. And speak into your mind and tell you to become a faucet, to become a fountain of pouring goodness in the earth, a fountain that will become good fruit. Yeah, in the fertile soil of your mind. And so I'm here this morning. People don't care about how much you know. What I said. People don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. People don't care nothing about how much you know, soldier. Man, people don't care nothing about how many degrees you got. It's about how you made them feel when they're in your presence. Yeah, they'll remember how you made them feel before they remember, all that other stuff. And so be kind to people. As you walk these last 5 days of this old year out, be kind. Show love. Be empathetic to people that might be less than what you feel as though they should be. Be empathetic. Show some empathy. Show that you care before you start caring about how much you know. Show how much you care about the people. Be kind to the people. Be thoughtful. Be intellectual. Have some integrity. Show your morals. Understand your value. Understand that you're worthy of good things coming your way. So creative all things, as you listen, as you've placed me here on assignment, you're listening. And I know that you have what it takes. Did you hear me? I say, I know that you have what it takes. You have exactly what it takes. what happened over here. You got exactly what it takes. You know exactly what it's going to take. I say you know exactly what it's going to take in us to become, for us to believe, for us to create a new strategy, create this new plan. Understanding that the old keys that unlock old doors back in 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023 will not unlock the new doors. And we're going to need additional strategies. We're going to need you to inform, show us, enlighten us, give us the enlightenment era, the enhancements, the high vibrations, the high frequencies, the high aura. We need to be raised up. Wealthy risings is the new word. Wealthy risings, y'all. We're going to rise. If we're going to rise every morning, we might as well rise with wealth on our mind. We might as well think and grow rich. We might as well have the attitude of gratitude. Might as well align our chakras. Might as well cause us to start to move in different directions. The power of the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Don't waste your mind. Did you hear me? I say don't waste your mind. Now, believing in the attainment of the burning desire is the next key. You see that? I just turned to this book. I was just talking about keys. Keys that unlock the doors of 2020 is not going to unlock the doors of 2025. There's going to be new keys that has to be made. There are going to have to be new strategies and new plans and new purpose, new power, new positions, new presence, new possessions. Just new. Y'all see all them words just came out my spirit. But at the same time, believing in the attainment of the burning desire is the next key. According to Hill, faith is a state of mind that can be created and prompted through affirmations and repetitions of instructions sent to the subconscious mind. Therefore, faith can be learned. If one finds it difficult to readily trust the notion that his or her desire can really materialize, there is no need to worry. They can just induce faith into their systems by declaration and repetition. Through affirmations and repetition, one is convincing the subconscious mind that he or she believes that whatever amount they ask for will be received. This constitutes the only known methods of developing one's faith voluntarily, according to Hill. And so at the same time this morning I came. Maybe I'm here repetitiously 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. Maybe I'm impregnating your mind. Maybe the impregnation of your subconscious mind has to be impregnated with words of affirmations. I am a winner. I am authority. I am victorious. I have what it takes to become. My faith is larger than the size of a mustard seed. Yeah, you can start saying any kind of affirmations out the atmosphere. And so at the same time, I'm here to confirm. I'm here through affirmations and repetition, convincing your subconscious mind that you can believe whatever it is, ask for it, and then sit back and receive it and make it be so, and make it manifest into your reality. And so you can imagine all these things with your vivid imagination, ma'am. You can imagine everything there is to imagine that you desire, your heart's desire. Your heart's desire, once you manifest and affirm it daily. I know I'm worthy of better. I'm worthy of expansion. I'm worthy of enhancements. I'm worthy of acknowledgement. I know my worth in the earth. I know who I am and I know whose I am. I know that I've been through worse before and came out. And so now I just have a proven track record. I have a proven discord, if you will. I have a proven what's the word I want? Historical data. That's it. I have proven historical data from where he's brought me from before. Where the creator of all things has brought me to, brought me from, then I have a proven historical track record. I have historical data that I can refer back to and say, wait a minute, I've been at some valley low experiences before. And he's brought me out. And so at the same time, or she has brought me out. Because we know that it has to have dual gender roles. That's why we have XX chromosomes and XY chromosomes. That's why every man have feminine chromosomes and every woman have masculine chromosomes. Because when he blew the Ruach breath of life into Adam's nostril, he blew all that out of himself into it. And so at the same time, the essence of by which we are made up in his image and his likeness, it supersedes external situations because he is a spirit. And those that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And so at the same time, we know that it's spiritual. The real true you is a spirit, man. Hey, bro, the real true you is spirit being, soldier. You just having a human experience, but you are a spirit with a mind and a body. That body that was shed off your spirit and go back to the dirt. And so at the same time, you might as well understand the whole circle of life. You might as well understand it through the hourglass era. This is the hourglass era where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis, Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depth of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Our mind is interwoven pathways. They're interwoven. Yeah, they're delicate. Our mind is. And so we might as well not waste it. We might as well become conscious enough for us to impregnate our subconscious mind and become and create and believe and move. And so I sit here for 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday, and just talk my talk. That's what I've been called to do. I don't know anything else to do, y'all. I can't perform in front of y'all. I can't do no backflips. Y'all know I'm crippled. Y'all know I walk with a handicap, but I lead this world with a handicap, like every other leader in the world. All leaders have a disability. All leaders walk with a limp. There's no perfection. I say we all have a limp. My limp, see, y'all can see my limp. It's physiological. You can see my limp. But how many people that walk normal on the outside, but then limp emotionally? As soon as they open their mouth, you can see a big limp because they open their mouth and they full of emotional limps. They full of emotional deficits. They're full of emotional voids that they never made childhood trauma. They never came to the newness of it all. And so maybe I'm here to talk to your mind. Maybe I'm here to talk to your thoughts, even with a slight limp in the earth. But I lead with a limp. I told y'all I got a chapter in my book saying leading with a limp. We all limp. I don't care what pastor or what preacher or what entity. I don't care what president. I don't care what person. They all have limps. We all have limps. Some people just psychological. Some people emotional. Some people mental. Some people, it's all a limp. Mine is just physical. And so through the encounter, my life was preserved like Jacob. I don't believe I'll be on this earth right now had I never had that encounter when that lady pulled out in front of me and I smacked the side of her and broke my right hip, my left ankle. Maybe it took that encounter to bring me to the table this morning. Maybe I wouldn't be here right now had I not had the encounter. So maybe the encounter preserved my life, even though it put me in a body cast for 9 months. And so I'm here this morning just to speak. I'm here this morning just to close my eyes and talk. I'm here this morning just to stand on my dean in my assignment, impregnating your mind with visions, impregnating your thoughts with additional strategies that has to come forth in this new year, 2025. And so I'm just here just shooting the breeze, y'all. Y'all heard me. I said, I'm just here shooting the breeze, standing in my dean on my assignment, standing in my value and my impact in the earth. Maybe this speaking is an impactful process that will impact the mind of the people and cause them to do the paradigm shift that's necessary in order for you to get to the new level, the new realm, the new dimension. Maybe there's a new dimension that I'm supposed to usher you into. Maybe I had to come through this way as a midwife. Maybe I'm here to help you give birth to your vision, to help you give birth to your understanding, to help you give birth to your knowledge and your wisdom. Maybe I'm here just to help you give birth. Woo-wee. I'll be your midwife. You heard what I said. I'll be your midwife. Hey, y'all know, and listen, I'll close my eyes and I'll be your midwife and navigate through the process of helping you give birth. Your water done broke, and I'm here to help you give birth to your vision, to your curriculum, to your life choices and challenges. Help you give birth to your new conscious thoughts. Yeah. And so my time is winding up. I've been on here 54 minutes already. It don't even seem like it no more. I remember when the creator of all things said, open the laptop and speak into the mind of the people. I didn't know what I was going to say for an hour. When he first told me that, I was like, what? And the craziest part, I looked over on my table, on my desk at that moment, and my laptop was closed. I looked over there and I'm saying, but it was so loud in my auditory ear till I just knew what he had said. And I kind of eased on over to the laptop and I opened it. And the only platform I had at that moment was Facebook. I just opened the Facebook and just started talking. I don't even know what I said. All I know is I was obedient. And then we know that obedient is better than sacrifice. We know that you become obedient about something that the Creator has told you to do. Your whole entire life will shift, man. Hey, sir, your whole entire life will shift once you get the assignment. Once you get the call. Once you answer the call. Once you stand in your essence of who you are in the earth, you can just start talking your talk, being who you are. Do it the way you do it. When we had a session that already, do it the way you do it. Nobody can't do it your way. So why are you looking around everybody else's social media trying to figure out how they doing it? You want to be a carbon copy out here in these streets? Or you want to be an original? And so being that I'm an original, ain't nobody else can do. Nobody else don't even float in this vein right here. A young lady say, what you do in the morning, I ain't never heard nobody. She said, I look like, it's when I see you, it's like I'm watching a movie. Now that young lady told me, she said, it's like when I see you talk, it's like I'm watching a movie. I was like, let him use me. I guess, let her use me. Whoever the entity is or whatever that energy is that told me to open the laptop, let them use you. Just sit blank as a blank slate and then let him paint the picture of your life in the mind of the people. And that's what I do. Everybody know I'm full of flaws. I have had failures and I've had successes. I've had wins, I've had some losses. But how I view my life is I'm a winner. Ooh-wee. You better view your life like that. I'm an overall winner. To live here on this earth 57 years, that's a win. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning. I'm your thought provoker. I'm your health conscious coach. Your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. So I got to wear this lab jacket for these next couple of days. Because when I put this lab jacket on, something happens. It almost takes me into a realm that I got to go deeper, dissect some stuff. When we used to go in there, they don't do it no more. When we used to dissect the frog in school, cut that frog open, put on your lab jacket and your goggles, wrap your head up, and go in on an investigative type mindset to investigate where is the heart, where is the spleen, where is the kidney, where is the liver, where is all these vital organs. And so y'all know I put my stethoscope on this morning. On these next minute, I put this stethoscope on. Because sometimes in this thing called life, man, you're going to have to know who you in the presence of. And you might as well, I want to know where your heart at. Facebook, Take a deep breath. Facebook family and friends, go ahead on and take a deep breath. I want to hear your heart. Mm-hmm. You too, as we enter into this new season, I want to know. I just want to know. Ooh-wee. I got some good-hearted folks around me. Did you hear me? I said I got some good-hearted folks around me. I don't know when they about to stroke out. I feel y'all in my spirit. I feel y'all in my spirit. Y'all about to stroke out. Yeah, y'all got too much plaque in your arteries and your veins. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thankful this morning for y'all chiming in with me. Did you hear me? I said, I'm just thankful this morning and y'all chiming in with me. Thank y'all for chiming in. Thank y'all for being here. 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour, I'm on. Thank you for stopping by this morning on this podcast. This is the Hourglass Era. Did you hear me? I said we're living in the Hourglass Era when you have to be cognitively aware of the pH in your body, the power of hydrogen. Yeah, and on all three components, your spirit, your mind, and your body has to be alkalinic in order for you to self-actualize and become the best version of yourself that you can become. And so this morning I came, I saw, and I've conquered. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Y'all be blessed.